Imagine this. You're living in the latter half of the 20th century. Cinemas are like dinosaurs, and suburbanization is the asteroid heading straight for them. The rise of rock and roll and television is like having a party next door that's way cooler than your own. People stopped going to the movies because it was more fun to stay at home in your pajamas watching TV and eating pizza. But wait, the 1990s rolled around and cinema made a comeback. It was like the movie industry got a makeover, with cinema release becoming the main attraction in a circus of multimedia-themed products. Movies were everywhere, on planes, on DVDs, even on the web. You couldn't escape them, even if you tried. The spin-offs, soundtrack albums, comic books, toys, video games. It was like the movie industry opened a side business in everything imaginable. Even the gossip magazines found new life by talking about celebrities 24/7. Product placement became a big deal, making sure you couldn't watch a movie without feeling the urge to buy something. The movie industry didn't just stop at movies. It teamed up with TV, theme parks, and the internet to form giant corporations. It was like a media empire where cross-marketing was the emperor. Despite the overwhelming presence of other media, people's love for cinema remained surprisingly strong. Since the 1970s, cinema studies have been like a soap opera. There was drama, backlashes, and endless debates. Some folks tried to find a unique language of cinema, while others believed movies reflected and influenced the cultures they came from. The late 60s were all about the linguistic structures of cinema. By the 70s, people started questioning whether movies and novels shared the same storytelling techniques. Then came the 80s, where cinema became a mirror reflecting various cultures. The 90s added sound and animation to the mix, making the struggle over cinema theories more dramatic than ever. French critics went from praising cinema's realism to critiquing its illusion of reality. They threw Marxism, psychoanalysis, and semiotics into the mix, making film criticism more complex than a Christopher Nolan plot. Critics like Laura Mulvey added feminist perspectives, arguing that cinema acted like an ideological apparatus. It was like the movies were brainwashing us, making us willing participants in the illusion. Meanwhile, David Bordwell and Kristen Thompson were the rebels, saying audiences were actively engaged in constructing meaning. David Bordwell was like the Sherlock Holmes of film criticism. He accused the screen critics of missing the point and developed a neo-formalist analysis with Kristen Thompson. They mixed Russian formalism with cognitive psychology, suggesting that audiences were like detectives. They focused on the specifics of film technique and history, making cinema studies more grounded and rigorous. The 80s and 90s brought a wave of new historicism, where scholars re-examined film history, focusing on institutional forces and economic trends. They debunked the myth of linear progress in cinema, emphasizing the importance of technology, industry, and audience reactions. Cross-cultural cinema studies became a hot topic, challenging the Eurocentric views. Scholars highlighted the creativity and political significance of marginalized cinemas and directors. The concept of third cinema emerged, focusing on popular struggles and cultural specificity. The world became a cinematic battleground, as filmmakers and critics from diverse backgrounds clashed and collaborated, each vying for artistic and political recognition. The impact of globalization on the film industry became a major focus, with scholars analyzing the integration of entertainment industries and the dominance of Hollywood. Auteur's studies highlighted the creative process amidst industrial constraints. The relationship between cinema and modernity was explored in depth. The digital era sparked debates about the continuity between traditional and modern cinema. Critics like Lev Manovich believed in the continuity, while others saw digital media as a game changer. Phenomenological critics like Vivian Sobchak and Laura U. Marks explored the physical embodiment of spectators and the rich experiences of cinema. Gilles Deleuze's analysis of cinema proposed a shift from movement image to time image, emphasizing cinema's metaphysical engagement with time. The debates over the specificity of cinema and the impact of digital technologies continued to shape the study of cinema. Cinema studies grappled with core debates about the study of film. Should traditional techniques be used, or should linguistics take over? These debates influenced the rise of script analysis, technical filmmaking studies, and creative industries literature. Cinema's contributions to the history of ideas included a focus on cultural difference and subjectivity. The emotional power of film, from comedy to tearjerkers, remained a challenging area of study. Cinema's dual nature, as both escape and utopia, entertainment and ideology, continued to captivate scholars and audiences alike. Despite Hollywood's dominance, cinema proved successful in translating cultural differences across the globe. Films by international directors reached audiences far and wide, highlighting cinema's unique ability to connect people through shared stories and emotions. In an era shaped by digital advancements and artificial intelligence, cinema remains a resilient and transformative force, continually redefining itself and influencing global culture in unprecedented ways. The story of cinema will continue to thrive, driven by the very techniques it has pioneered, ensuring its legacy endures in the ever-evolving landscape of storytelling.